I think Joker was out of line for that, man. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I don't see the reason for the Joker to react like that.
right.
I thought Shaq on that show said, it's. I mean, I don't see the purpose for it. I mean, if he scored and you don't like it, get him back the next game. You know what I mean?
And somebody said, man, and I was laughing. I said, man, I ain't even seen Joker run that fast getting back on defense. The way he ran down there and wanted to approach a guy, man, for that. I just think that was a little uncalled for, man.
I just think that's one of those corny little rules that they
all these. I thought it was only baseball, but now basketball they doing little things like that now. These unwritten rules and whatnot.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, let me ask you this: do you think like the Joker is because everybody say it's not a consensus, but everybody says that he's the best player in the world and all that. Do you think it's a little? Because Minnesota seem to have their number, man, for whatever reason. They seem to have their number, man. And Gobert, he plays all right against Jokers. He plays all right against them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you think it's a little bit of pressure that Joker is under, man, that he's starting to feel the pressure a little bit? They've been going out in the first round and things like that. And,
Well, I never consider a player that only played one side of the ball. You know what I mean? You can't put him up there with Hakeem Olajuwon and
that's right.
And Shaq and all those guys. They two-way ball players. They play,
not even a David Robinson to me. Not
Dave Robinson.
Right.
How you going? You got to be, if you only going to play one side of the ball, you got to be perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to go down. you got to be perfect, man. And then so with Gobert, he got that length and that athleticism and that height to bother the shot of
exactly. Yeah.
So it ain't gonna be easy,
Right.
Just don't. And what's the guy named Anthony Edwards said? He said, "Look, man, just don't gamble. Just stay in front of him and affect the shot.
Yeah, make him take tough shots. Right. Make him take tough shots. Yeah. If you make them, you make them. But you make them take tough shots.
Yeah.
I just thought that was man. I hope Anthony Edwards ain't out, man, because they say Vincenzo. What's his name? How you pronounce his name, Mike?
Vincenzo or something. I forget.
Vincenzo or something like that. Yeah, he they say it was his ACL, I think. Oh, Achilles. Okay.
Yeah, man. He gonna be out.
Right.
And that was a non-contact type injury, man.
And it seemed like the Achilles, that's when it happened. It's always non-contact, man.
Yeah.
With the Achilles injuries. That's weird. That's weird, man.
Yeah, it is, man. But so let me see. So what's this series right here? What is the
3-1?
It's 3-1?
Yeah, 3-1, Minnesota.
Oh man. I didn't even write that one down. Yeah, so Minnesota up 3-1 over Denver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you think they're gonna sweep them?
I don't know. So it depends on that gentleman sweep. It depends on how Anthony Edwards look. You understand? If he can make it back for Game 5 or whatever. But I definitely think Minnesota gonna win that. And everybody pointing to when Denver came back. I think they said it was 2020, 20-something, 2022 when they came back down 3-1 against that was the same playoff too. I think it was against the Clippers and somebody else that they came back from down 3-1. I said, nah, I don't see it happening.
Was Doc Rivers coaching then? See, that's what Denver need. They need Doc Rivers to be coaching. Then they had, you know what I mean? They stand
right. Then Minnesota be in trouble there. Minnesota a little bit of trouble, but
Doc Rivers was I was like, they stand a good chance of getting back in there.
You know, Doc just went in the Hall of Fame too. He just got inducted.
He did.
Yeah, Doc just got inducted, man. I mean, but I'm gonna tell you, I ain't never seen a team like get as much play as that 08 Boston team off that one championship, man. People they done made careers out of that. Man, Kendrick Perkins, he all on ESPN. He got an ESPN job because of that. Doc Rivers and got Coach Jones, and I mean, shit, they didn't turn that into lifelong achievement award.
Yeah,
Boy, I'm telling you.
yeah. I don't blame him. I remember the guy Lenny Wilkins back in the day when he was coaching for he coached Atlanta,
Seattle. He coached Seattle.
Yeah. So he got a lot of, I don't think he won a championship as a coach.
No, I don't think he won a championship.
Yeah, but he got a lot of a lot of different
But Lenny Wilkins was a great player too.
Yeah.
He was a great player too. So
he was.
Yeah, he was a great player too. So look, like how the playoffs going. Look over in the East, right? You see the Knicks came back, they tied that series up.
Right.
They had to show a little heart and a little pride, man, because CJ McCollum was telling them, man, yeah, I'm hunting Brunson, man. You know what I mean? I'm hunting him. And Mike, he had him in the blender, man, that game. It was that game 2 up in New York. He had him in the blender up there, man.
Well, I seen a couple games, man. Like CJ, he just a professional scorer, though, man.
He is. You know what I mean? The people like us, it ain't no surprise. We didn't see him do it. Yeah, we didn't see him do it. You know what I mean? Going all the way back to his college days. He went to Lehigh. Remember they knocked off Duke that time? Yeah, Lehigh. So, we not new to this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you're right. He's a professional scorer, man. He's a professional scorer.
Yeah, I like this team, man. I just think that Brunson is just so small and got to work so hard for a shot. You know what I mean? So anytime you put somebody athletic and long in front of him, and when he tried to bump into those guys for the contact, they able to they able to recover and affect this shot.
They'll affect the shot.
So it's gonna be tough.
And I said, you know what I mean, even with Brunson, who now I never really was a big fan of, but and I was talking to D'Angelo, and he was saying, man, like every possession with him, he's like he arm wrestling for a bucket. He always arm wrestling for a buck, like he fighting just to get a shot. And I think that's one thing he hasn't implemented in his game, man. Take the easy bucket. You know what I mean? Take the easy shot. You know what I'm saying? It's all right to go in there and create contact or whatever, man. But sometimes, man, you don't have to work hard. Sometimes you don't have to work hard. You know.
Well, they gonna make them work hard because they're not gonna put. If you put somebody his size or somebody close to his size on him, he's so wide and strong and he got that base. You know what I mean? You know he'll be able to create space and get off a good shot. But it's the same thing with the Joker and Rudy. You know what I mean? Because the Joker don't play. He don't really get any lift off the floor when he shoot.
Right.
So Rudy, stretch his arms out.
Right.
And he can affect
already what 7'2". Oh, that's all Rudy Gobert. Y'all like 7'2", 7'3".
I think a little bit. I think he over 7 feet. Yeah.
Right. So, like you say, just make it difficult. And I don't think, man. See, Mike, you always been with the little guards. Right now, I don't go as far as you go into it, as far as the guards being little, man. But I just think Brunson, man. I don't think you can win with him as a number one, man.
Yeah.
I don't think you can win with him as a number one, man.
I don't think so. Even like I said, it's just so hard for him to get off a shot. Now I do like the fact that what's the guy, Cat?
Yeah.
Anthony Towns, he showed up big.
He's playing well. Yeah.
That's what they need. They need him to play the way, you know what I mean? And so
Mike, they see Karl Anthony Towns don't have the personality, the temperament or whatever. Even when he having a good game and they get to going away from him, you know what I mean? That's when he need to be more assertive and like, man, give me the ball. See, he don't have that, you know what I mean, in him. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been a lot of times, man, throughout last couple seasons where he been playing well, but then in the fourth quarter, he only attempt one shot. Or in the second half, he only attempt 3 or 4 shots the whole half. And part of that is coaching, part of that is Brunson too. But Brunson is not a point guard mentality type player.
Right.
That's he played, but that's not his mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And so I think that with like Karl Anthony Towns, like, all right. So if he's not scoring, that affects the other parts of his game. Like you can see like somebody who, all right, if I'm not scoring, I'm having a tough shooting night. I'm a buckle down on defense. You know what I mean? I can't get no buckets at one end. You can't get no buckets at the other end.
And that's why you gotta keep them engaged, though, Mike. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Because you'll lose them. You know what I'm saying? So the guys like that, man, almost like with the dude, with the Lakers, Ayton. You got to keep him engaged, man. You know what I'm saying, to get some quality work out of him. Because if not, you know what I mean, he'll be on the floor, but you know he won't be. His mind is totally different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'll almost be like playing a 4 on 5. You know, like because he's just not out there.
Yeah,
Like
he's not engaged. Yeah, he don't care what happens or whatever. And what you think of KD, man? You think KD dogging it a little bit, man? I mean, what do you think? What do you think?
Look, when they first got all right, so going back to the playoffs last year when Houston was in it with all those young guys, Şengün, Green.
Yep.
What's
Green and them. Yep. The boy Thompson. Yep.
Ahmed Thompson, right? I like that young team like that. I like that, right? And so I said before they got rid of the Jalen Green, right?
Right.
I was like, I hope they don't get rid of him because he did have a terrible playoff series last year.
He didn't play well.
But I was like, give him the opportunity to work through that.
Right.
Because he's young and everybody else around him is young, and these guys, you know, they're hungry. Give them an opportunity to go work through that. And then they go and get Kevin Durant. So I was like, all right, you got Kevin Durant. You know, Kevin Durant is a bucket. He definitely gonna get you a bucket. But there's some other stuff about Kevin Durant mentally, like he don't really he your leader, but he the kind of leader that don't really like he not gonna strap the team on the back and be real tough when you need him to be. So
I gotta give a shout out to Man. I gotta give a shout out to Man.
Oh yeah.
Man been on this, you know what I'm saying? And a couple times I was you know what I mean, I was defending KD and going back and forth with Man about it. But hey, Man, if you're listening, I gotta shout you out, brother, because you've been on it.
Yeah.
And I really took me a while, but I really see it now. I really see it now that KD, like you say, Mike, he's the ultimate bucket getter. Nothing more.
That's it.
That's it, man. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get nothing else. You're not gonna get any type of leadership from him. You're not even gonna get any type of playmaking attributes from him. You're not gonna get. He play OKD. He play OKD, but you know what I'm saying. You're not gonna get that. You're just gonna get buckets from him. You know what I'm saying? And they said it was a play. I didn't see it, but they was talking about it on First Things First. They said that it was like a 3-on-1, some type of little secondary break, and the dude pulled up and hit a three. I mean, he pulled up and shot a three, but KD was open, but he missed the shot. And they say KD got on him, and then the dude was benched. Udoka benched him, and they ain't playing him no more.
Yeah.
I think Udoka's doing a horrible job too.
Horrible.
I think he's doing a horrible job this series, man. And I like Udoka. Yeah,
I like him, and I was like, they not even playing defense like like they used to play, right?
Right.
That's why all right. So you, as a head coach, you can't allow KD to bring the morale of the team down, right? Like they talking about like he had burner accounts and he throwing subliminal messages at his teammates. I'm like, nah, man.
You can zap they because they still a young team, Mike.
Right.
And, and you can zap their confidence. You know what I'm saying? And I think he did that with Şengün because he did a little, you know what I mean, little what you call it, Mike? Passive aggressive thing. You were talking about Şengün one time earlier in the season. So you can make guys tentative. You can make guys not want to take shots. You know what I mean?
And Şengün, I blame the fact that Şengün looked like I was digging him last year, right? I blame the fact that he looked like a totally different part of that. I blame that on the coach and Kevin Durant, right?
Yeah.
Early in the season, it was a game coming down to the wire, and Şengün had the ball, and Kevin Durant was calling for it. And Şengün waved him off, scored the ball, and won the game, right? And I said, I like that, right? But after that game, it wasn't like that no more. They started deferring to Kevin Durant.
Even when he had open looks and things like that. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, I mean, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, LeBron, their legacy's already set. You know what I'm saying? So, nothing's going to change about that. But just my thinking about Kevin Durant has changed. Just in this little snapshot of a series, then you go back and you look at him last year with the Phoenix team, and they had him, Devin Booker,
Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal, and I always, Mike, man, you talk about they still needed a point guard to hold all that together, right?
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
That blew up. You know what I'm saying? Then you go back when he was with the Nets, and then you say, oh, well, for whatever reason, that blew up. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you like, then you come over with the Houston team, and like you said, Mike, he got on a Houston team where you think like, well, damn, this is the piece that'll push Houston, over the top, at least a Western Conference Finals appearance or something like that. It looked like that's going to blow up. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, I just think, and I did a video earlier this week where I was saying that when a franchise player, somebody like Kevin Durant, stay at one team for his entire career, you build up a certain type of like toughness and perseverance, right? Because it's ups and downs, and then so if you wind up winning a championship or two as a franchise player with the team, you done been there through the good times and the bad times, like what Isaiah did, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think the two championships that Isaiah won in Detroit, I would take those over the two that Kevin Durant won in
Golden State.
Yeah. Because that was Isaiah's team. You know what I mean? Like from day one, up and down. But so by the time they get to the point where they winning championships, they are they have that tough skin that
they battle tested.
Yeah. So Kevin Durant didn't have to, and when things get tough, he could just go to Brooklyn, go to Phoenix, and so you don't ride it out, and it shows. Jim, what's good, Jim?
Jim, what's happening? What's
Time? What's going on with you, Time?
What's good, Time?
Yeah, let me see what Time say. He say something. How do you think Stephen A. Snitch feels about right now, and everybody who's running around with the sentiments that longevity means nothing, right? I'm not really a big fan of longevity. I just think that what you do while you out there, if you only get 13 years and you give me 13 hard years like Larry Bird, you know what I mean? I would prefer for you to go all out for 13 years, leave everything out there on the court, and the fan base appreciate that.
Let me ask you this though, Mike. If you think Bird could have went hard for 18 years, you think he would have did it?
Yeah. If he could have went, if you continue to,
and that's my point. Like if you can do it, do it. You know what I'm saying? Right, now if you're just sitting around collecting a check, you're sitting at the end of the bench. I look at that different. But if you can be a contributor, you know what I'm saying? And because I always look at, KD, Steph, and LeBron, they the elder statesmen. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They the elder statesmen. And right now, you're still getting pretty good production from all three of them. You know what I'm saying? You're still getting pretty good production. It's not like a lot of guys we've seen before, they in their 18th, 19th year, but they on the end of the bench. Almost like a Udonis Haslem type thing, more of a ambassador type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that, you're around for different reasons, not necessarily what you do on the court.
Yeah, so Udonis Haslem, I think he was more so there for like for the team to set that be a locker room guy. You know what I mean? Because he knew his role, right?
Right. That's right.
He was exceptional. But if you look at Kevin Durant, LeBron James, their role is not going to be like on the end of the bench. Steph Curry, because of where they like Udonis Haslem never been your number one.
Right.
He can be your locker room guy, and he can be like the team, like the Miami Heat. That's the way we do things, right? Mm-hmm. He can carry that mantle, right? But it's hard to be, and that's why those guys flame out like that, like a Michael Jordan or all those guys or Kobe Bryant, because it's just so hard to play like that. You couldn't see Kobe being like, remember the guy what was his name? Eddie Jones or something? Not Eddie Jones, Eddie something. I forgot. He was a 3-point shooter. He was he was.
Was it Eddie Johnson? Was it Eddie Johnson?
I think it was Eddie Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him.
Later on in his career, he was just like a role player, but he was close to that while he was playing.
Right. So his role didn't change so much.
It wasn't like he was a number one and then he went to, so you can't see like Steph. Steph probably the only one I think will be able to do that because of the way he shoot.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I don't mind the longevity thing, but I look at it different if you're not playing, like you say, you're just sitting on the end of the bench, just
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man. I'm just, you know what I mean, here, like you say. Now I ain't got no problem with what you Don did. Don't get me wrong, because I like Udonis. I like, you know what I'm saying. My favorite position, man, after point guard as a fan in NBA is power forward. Yeah, I always like the power forwards, man, because I
Yeah.
always felt that they didn't get they just do and they did all the dirty work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I always like the power forward position. But yeah, I think if you can be productive, you know what I'm saying, go out there and do it. But if God just switching teams and you know what I mean, I'm gonna take the veterans minimum just to go over here and wave a towel. You know, I ain't
Well,
judging, but you know,
right, yeah. And the fact that the Houston Rockets don't have a pure point guard, that's how they lost that last game to the Lakers.
Mike, and that's what I'm saying, right? You a GM, you get paid for stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
When you lost Van Fleet, why you didn't? I mean, you could have got. Ain't nobody say you had to go get Magic Johnson or Jason Kidd, or you know what I'm saying, or Isaiah Thomas, but go get a point guard, man, who knows his role and who knows how to do the job.
Yeah.
You know, because a couple times, Mike, I don't know if you remember, they had Kevin Durant bringing the ball, you know what I mean, up to the front court. And one time he got an 8-second violation, right? And they like, what is he doing? I'm like, he don't know what he's doing at that position. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't even ask him to do that.
It's a whole different mindset. Remember, you know, you had Derek Fisher playing beside Kobe Bryant. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You had, you know, it's a whole separate mindset when you go from point guard to shooting guard. Eric Snow played beside Allen Iverson. You know, you can't do that, man. But see, it's showing like that in college and professional level that you gotta have that position basketball comeback. Remember, I said the same thing when Duke lost to. If they'd have had a point guard like what Duke is used to having, like what was Jay Williams, Bobby Hurley, Tommy Amaker. Yeah. You don't lose that game, and you gotta, you know what I mean. You down. He would have just ran the ball out. Exactly. Ran that clock out. Yeah, just hold the ball. They start playing hot potato with it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just hold the ball, man. You know. So Houston did that.
Right.
Houston don't have no point guard.
Exactly, man. And that's your coach on the floor too. That's your coach on the floor, the point guard position. That's your coach on the floor.
Yeah,
so
that's the relationship between.
Exactly.
So Houston, man, that coaching, and like you said, you don't even need to have a point guard because he's not going to score no way. But you need somebody who can manage that game, right? Because you don't always have the time to call a timeout. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Settle the team down, get them in the set, stuff like that.
Yeah. So Tom say a shout out to his underdog picks. I guess he had the Lakers and the Timberwolves upset this year. Yeah, man. Orlando Magic. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. So Orlando.
Yeah.
Orlando, man, they hurt my feelings. They hurting a lot of people's feelings, man.
So look, Mike. So because they was talking about this, right? I was driving to work. And they say, is it that Detroit is disappointing, or Orlando is way better than that AFC? You know what I mean? May indicate.
I do think. Remember, Orlando was pretty good last year too. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And they got some injuries. Yeah. So I think it's a little bit of both, man. Remember, everybody was saying because Cade Cunningham is the primary scorer. If you slow him down, then it's going to be, you know, it's going to be tough for him. Then you got Jalen Duren, who kind of playing. He not really playing all that good in this series.
He's not playing like he's playing during the regular series and things like that. And it's still a young team too.
Yeah, and the thing about that, I think Jalen Duren on a championship team, to be honest, he probably your number 3. You know what I mean? At best, he your number 3 option.
I agree with that.
I was hoping that the dude Tobias Harris would have stepped up and would have been like he'd have been the 1-2 punch as far as scoring. with Cade Cunningham, right? But during unless you Hakeem Olajuwon or somebody like that, you down there in that paint just putting in work every game.
Right.
It's going to look different when you get to the playoffs because now people going to focus on you.
And see, one of them games, Cade had like 39. I don't know if it was game 1 and they lost, but he had 39, right? But his assist was way down.
Yeah.
And that may be Orlando's, it might be their strategy. Say, keep him from getting other people involved.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If he go off with 30, 35, cool, we can live with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But not let the other guys, get involved and get off. That could be and Banchero, because I was mad at him early in the year and stuff like that, right? But he's having a good series. He's having a good series.
Yeah. So Tom said Orlando is way better than a lot of people think. Yeah, I agree with that, man. And that the European dude, I don't know what his name is, but he gave Cade Cunningham he scored like a couple big baskets on Cade Cunningham, that European dude. Oh yeah.
That was the name dude that wear the headband. What's his name? Suggs?
Yeah.
They make me mad sometimes, man. Because sometimes, man, he be jacking them threes, man. I'm like, come on, man. You could get a better shot than that. You could get something going to the bucket because he athletic, he quick.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, man, you could get something going to the basket, man. But it seemed like maybe be jacking them threes too much. But that's the day of the NBA, man. I guess you know what I'm saying. That's what's
like. But I appreciate that, Jim. Yeah, and Banchero.
Yeah,
that guy Banchero, man. I mean, he was just scoring he was going right back at Cade Cunningham. I was like, nah, you got to strap up. You got to play better defense than that. If you can't, at least, if you got to deny him the ball, then do that. You know what I mean? But he can't get you out on an island and be confident enough where he's going to be scoring.
I know. Yeah. Because that's how he was shooting with confidence, man. He was shooting with confidence, man. Yeah. He
going at Cade Cunningham like he the one who is in the MVP race. I'm like, oh man, this dude Banchero wasn't playing.
And he big too. Man, how tall Banchero, Mike? Banchero like 6'9", ain't he?
Yeah, but I thought he was there about 6'8", 6'9". Yeah, he big dude.
Yeah, he big. Yeah.
Yeah. So now with Boston I think this is looking good now for Boston, man. Because
like you just said about the team being battle tested, man, and Tatum seemed to be, if he ain't 100%, he damn sure close to it. You know what I'm saying? He damn sure. And him and Jaylen Brown, man, they gonna go hard on. They gonna play tough on both ends of the floor. They can hit big shots, man. Boston tough, man. Boston tough. And I remember the Knicks was up there talking about we want Boston and all that. Yeah, well, yeah.
You gotta get past Atlanta first.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But let me see. Yes, and so what Tom say? Brown is the real MVP. The coach of the year is Joe Mazzulla. Yeah, he doing a really good job, man, of keeping that team together.
He really is, man. He's doing an awesome job, man. And I've always been a fan of Jaylen Brown, man. I've always been a fan of him, man. That
one thing
up on D, man. Yeah, I like him.
So, and Banchero is 6'10", Jim said. He's 6'10".
Yeah, 6'10"?
I know he was that big. I thought he was about 6'8", but he big. And see, that's probably why it's so hard for Cade Cunningham to stop him.
Yeah, right. When he matched up against him,
you gotta find other ways. You gotta deny him the ball because see, Banchero not their primary scorer anyway. So if he gotta work to get the ball, then they might go away from him. You know what I mean? They might not, or at least you keep him from getting into a rhythm throughout the game.
Yeah, he should be though. They number one option. I think though, Mike.
You think so?
I think he should be, but see, he had a down year this year. And I know he was dealing with some injuries too. So I think, you know what I'm saying? But like the end of last year, I think they lost to Cleveland in the playoffs last year. He was like they go-to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but this year he had kind of like a down year dealing with some injuries, things like that. But yeah, if he's right, if he 100%, yeah, I think he should be their number one option. Yeah.
So, what you think about this Boston and Philly series, though?
Man, is what's the name playing? Playoff P. Yeah, he playing.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
In there, He ain't really making no noise. You know, he picking his spot.
Hey, see, because I ain't been staying the games. And what's my man Maxie? Maxie been out there doing his thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I like him. I like him. Yeah. But Boston played they played tough D, man. Boston played tough defense, man. And
you know what get Boston in trouble sometimes though? Shooting them quick threes though.
Yep.
They'll have a lead and then they'll let you back in it because they'll miss some threes. But just imagine how good Boston would be if they played that old way of basketball, like just steadily, just methodically, just piling on. Because they'll come down on a fast break 2-3 times in a row and shoot a three and let you
early in the shot clock, early in the shot clock, 18 seconds left on the shot clock. They shooting the three, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So,
but like I said, man, it's like that's today's NBA nowadays, man. You know what I mean? That's like today's NBA.
I think in order to beat somebody like a OKC or the Spurs or somebody like that, man, you're gonna have to have a point guard who can, you know what I mean, who can check the temperature of the game, run it when you need to run it, get it to the open man, you know, protect that and turnovers. If you cut down on your turnovers, man, you could just about be in any game.
Right.
You know, you cut down on it because people lackadaisical when it comes to San
Antonio, man. I want Wemby to be healthy, man. I don't want, you know what I'm saying, them to fall short or whatever, because if they just lose, you know, because a better team beat them, OKC or whoever beat them, that's cool. But I don't want them to lose because Wemby ain't available. You know what I'm saying? I want Wemby to be playing, man. You know, because then it's going to be all next year. Is Wemby going to be healthy? Is he going to stay healthy? You know what I'm saying? Is he going to be healthy? Well, what about San Antonio? Is Wemby going to be able to play? Whatever. So,
yeah, and Portland, they got a nice little young team too.
Right. And I'm only down with the dude
Henderson.
Yep, that's the only cat I'm down with. That's it. That's the only one I'm down with. Yeah,
they got a nice little young team, you know. But
somebody said, what's the name? Should get credit for putting that team together. Chauncey Billups.
Oh
got into that legal trouble. They say he should be given credit for putting that team together, and you know, getting but. I don't know. You could debate that both ways. Like maybe they, took a step forward once Chauncey was gone. I don't know because I don't see him enough.
Yeah.
Man. They say Chauncey should get some of the credit for that. Hey, man. Speaking of which, that Chauncey legal stuff, you know, what's the name? Pled guilty to it.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think he's gonna cooperate and
Right. That's right, Mike. That's right.
Was it Damon? Is it Damon something?
Yeah, he used to play for Cleveland. He used to play for Miami. Damn,
I forgot his last name. Damon
Jones.
Okay, yeah.
Damon Jones. Yeah. So he got cooperation written all over him. Right, thanks, Tom. David Jones. He got cooperation written all over him now. So
Jim said he going snitch.
Right. He get all of the deal.
The first person to cut a deal, you know, they get the best deal.
That's what they tell them too. The first person to talk, you want to go get the deal. You know what I mean? So
but I don't know, man. I don't know how deep that thing goes as far as like, you know, with that gambling. But
I think it's a lot, Mike. I think, man, it's like a rabbit hole, Mike. I think it's deep, man. I think it's a lot of, you know what I mean, connections to. I'm even gonna say like front office personnel, officials. You know what I mean, players, man. I think because man, did you see what's the name was talking on the podcast? Remember the dude up in Toronto? It's like three of them Porter, one of them Porter brothers, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He was talking that he's not the one that got banned. He's not the one that got banned, right? But he's talking. He's like, man, son, you want to get all your family and friends the bag.
Yeah.
You tell them, go bet $10,000 on my under.
Mm.
And I come out the game at halftime. Man, he's actually saying that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, you too well versed in this. You too well versed in this, man, not to have done it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yes. So look, Jim bring up this. He said, did you guys hear what Stephen A said to Shanae on air? That was, that cringe. He said something about she was speaking French or something.
Okay.
And he said something about to the fact that it turned him on.
Really?
Her French, hearing her speak French just turned him on, right? And so yeah, people was getting at him about that. But
say shit like that, man. God damn, he's professional, man.
He just a corny dude, though.
He is. Yeah.
He just a corny dude.
Right. He is, man. He is.
That's a corny dude, man. And
because that's almost as bad as when Cam said if it's a fine woman in the workplace, he gonna hit on her. Remember something like that? He can't work with somebody that's fine without hitting on him or something like that. Yeah, man. Y'all dudes, man.
Yeah.
No, but I
wait a minute. Jim said he was aroused. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought, you're right, Jim. I forgot he is. That's just crazy, man.
ESPN, but Bussy, see, ESPN gonna keep a lid on that because Stephen A is their boy, and a lot of stuff not gonna get no play during the NFL draft, man. A lot of stuff can sneak by you because most people are focused on that NFL draft. You know what I'm saying? So he might have got away with it because of that, the timing of it. If it was any other time during the year, they might be had to issue some type of statement about, and they still may. Yeah, have them issue some type of statement and things like that. But when the NFL draft is going on, man, almost anything can happen, man. You know what I'm saying? And it'll get pushed to page 2, so to speak.
Yeah. So it is definitely a double standard, like Tom said at ESPN, because what was the Ball? Like when the father was on there, he said something about. What was the girl Molly said, we're going to switch gears, and he said, you can switch gears with me anytime.
They killed him for
it. They said he can't come back on there.
Yep. And I think that was mild. And not even in comparison, just in general, I thought that was mild. But they went crazy with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's because Molly said she felt offended, or she felt a certain way behind it, or something. I think it was something like that.
I mean, all right, if he say you man, you can switch gears anytime. All right.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. But and then if he'd have continued down that path, then
right. He left it there. He ain't say follow up with nothing, that could be deemed inappropriate or anything like that. But
yeah. I think ESPN, in my opinion, is kind of falling off, though.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I don't even watch it like that. I might stumble across. I might listen to ESPN radio while I'm in the car or something like that. But as far as watching it, even Sports Center, I might turn it on, and then when they start talking about WrestleMania and shit like that, I go away from it.
Yeah. Welcome back to the channel, Hammers 4868.
What's going on? What's happening?
Yeah, man. I just think they falling off, though.
Salute.
But look, this OK series, right? OKC and Phoenix. Even though they down 0-3, even though Phoenix, in my opinion, they down 3-0, I like what I'm seeing out that kid, Jalen Green. I mean, Jalen, is it Green, right? Yeah.
Green. Yeah.
We got so many Jalens in the league.
I know. Jalen Green.
Yeah, man. I like what I'm seeing. He playing with more confidence this year in OKC than he did in Houston last year. And that's why I said, I thought last year they should have allowed that kid just to work through his issues.
Let him grow, man. Let him grow.
Yeah, exactly. Just let him grow.
Yeah.
So I mean, so they like what they the AC going against the number 1.
Yeah. How does him and Devin Booker play off each other, Mike? How do they play off each other?
They look good.
Yeah.
They look good. Now I'm not sure like who they have, like what they got as far as a point guard, but those two, they look good. And the dude played defense, right?
Yeah.
So I like him. I think that Houston made a big mistake. Just that,
Yeah, because you
Kevin
don't
Durant.
see Kevin Durant there. What, maybe another season or two? He wasn't like a long-term answer. And like I said, they get him, like a mercenary. You know what I mean? You get him like, oh, he gonna get it over the top, and then you like, well, no, that ain't necessarily the case. Now what? You didn't trade it. You know what I'm saying? A young superstar, a young potential superstar, definitely a star, but a young star. You know what I mean? That got, 8, 9, maybe 10 more years in the league. You know what I mean? Barring any type of, injury or whatever. I don't want to speak that into existence, but
right.
So, and that guy plays D. He plays hard.
Yeah.
The only problem I had with him at times, and I guess you're going to get that, especially if you like the one, was maybe his shot selection.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe his shot selection when he was at Houston. But no, I've always been a fan of his.
I liked him too. I think at times say if he had a play like that when he was in Houston, they definitely would have beat Golden State.
Yeah.
I think they would have beat Golden State.
Yeah.
I mean, I was impressed with them. I was like, man, you got some young horses over there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and they used to get out, they used to run. And he flying, you know what I mean? He dunking, you know what I'm saying? Head blowing and shit. Yeah. Yeah, I like him, man. I like him. I do. But see, man, I don't get to see a lot of the games. I just see highlights. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't get to see a lot of the games, man,
But yeah, that goes into like what Tom mentioned Boston earlier, right?
Mm.
And you think about Boston, like if it's not broke, Boston don't fix it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like look how long Boston, even though Tatum had some poor performances, playoff performances, right? They stuck with him. They kept him and they kept Brown.
Yeah.
And they won a championship with it. So
and with a lot of people saying that you had to choose one or the other, they was like, no, we're gonna keep both of them, we're gonna pay both of them, and we're gonna win with them, so it is working out, man. Boston is the wild card, if you ask me. I think, man, Boston could get back to the finals, man. They could, and I wouldn't be surprised if they were to make a run and end up back in the finals. I wouldn't be surprised.
Do you think Boston will be able to beat OKC if they get there? If those two teams make it,
that's tough, right? Only because OKC is big. They got that length. You know what I'm saying? That's why what's the name match up so well with them, San Antonio. Because San Antonio got Wemby, and then they got that other tall guy that they got.
Yeah.
So OKC played D too.
Do they?
Yeah, they played D too. But I tell you one thing, Mike, as a fan, I would love to see it.
Oh, that's what I want to see. If because they had that 1-2 punch. So if Tatum having an off day, Brown going to show up, and if Brown having an off day, Tatum going to show up, right? So, I think coming out the East, they probably the only team, in my opinion, that can beat.
And see, Mike, like you say, if they wouldn't have had a propensity to let teams off the hook because they want to stay committed to that 3-ball so much. See, with an OKC team, I don't think they will be able to get away with it as much. You know what I'm saying? Just relying on that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't think they would be able to rely on it as much because OKC, man, they go on runs like crazy, man. You know what I mean? And they cut out, they done jacked up a bunch of threes, man. And OKC going back getting buckets.
That's why, like I said, now Boston got their point guard Pritchard, right? And like you said, like Pritchard, in my opinion, got too much of the green light. Pritchard, and what's the other guy? Dirk White.
Dirk White. Is it Darren White or Dirk White?
I'm trying to think. Dirk.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Dirk, but I know it's Dirk.
Yeah, White, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, like, they get too comfortable. Like, I'm not gonna have my third and fourth option just feeling like they can shoot that three at certain points. That up. But they come down on a fast break and your franchise ball players handing cross half court and they jacked it up.
Right.
You just couldn't have did that. You couldn't
Now,
have did that.
do you think it's a type thing, Mike, where as though Missoula, like, okay, because you don't want them playing tight, like we was just talking about with Houston, right? So you say, so we don't want them playing tight, whereas though they passing up open shots.
Yeah.
It's almost like you got to find a happy medium. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You don't want to be like, well, man, don't take that shot. And now they're not even looking to score at all. And then you want to be like, man, that, you know what I mean? Shoot the open shot type thing, you know? So
that's that. But think about point guards in the past. Think about somebody like a Avery Johnson, right? When he played with the Spurs.
Yep.
You coming down the stretch, you know, like the Lakers or whoever you playing against, you Avery, they're gonna sag off you because they don't want Tim Duncan or Dave Robinson to get the ball.
Right.
So the last 2 minutes of the game, that's when you gotta knock that shot down.
Right. You gotta be able to make it. Right.
The first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, you running our offense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not, you know, and same thing with Jason Kidd. Like Jason Kidd, all throughout first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, he running the offense. Crunch time, if you leave him open, he gonna make you pay. He gotta be, you know what I mean? You gotta train for that. You gotta be ready for that.
Right.
You know, but you not shooting a whole bunch of threes. Yeah. That's why I said I think they can beat OKC. I mean, OKC, yeah. Mm-hmm. If your point guard play like a point, like I would like a Mike Conley, somebody who's just going to distribute the ball. Yeah. And Mike Conley play that old school style. He's been in the league for a long time.
He has. You know what I mean? Yeah, he definitely. But Mike, check it out, right? If they was to see, Boston, you know, we see that matchup that we're talking about, right? Mm-hmm. Would you start off with Jaylen Brown on Shake? Would you start off with that, or you save that till crunch time?
Wow. I would put White on him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
I put Derek White on him.
And then full the last 5 minutes of the game, or whatever, you switch. Yeah. And then look, I'm putting him and Tatum because you know Tatum long too. Tatum not yet. I'm putting Tatum on him too. Yeah, but you're right though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, early off, start the game, whatever. I wouldn't have him on him, but then first time, I'm switching them. Yeah, I'm switching them. Yeah.
I don't want. And then and I think Brown will answer to. He would step up to that challenge, right? Mm-hmm. Because early in the game, you don't like OKC probably won't put him on none of their number one.
Exactly.
You want to avoid. You want to avoid foul trouble.
Yeah. You're right.
So coming down the stretch,
you know, Shake gonna get that whistle. One thing he gonna do, Mike. One thing he gonna do is get that whistle. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you don't want no early fouls. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So Hammers say, who does KD get along with? He's using burner accounts, disparage his teammates. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's like a feminine. It's like that feminine energy. You know what I mean? Like,
that's a good question though. He ain't get along with Russ. Russ got killed for it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Him, Harden, and Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? When they was in Jersey, I think Harden got the brunt of the blame for that. You know, in Golden State, he got blamed in Golden State. And I think only because Golden State was an established team at the time.
But see, and that's the thing. Like, if you look at it, he couldn't disrupt the chemistry in that Golden State.
That's right.
Because he did some things that really pissed off Draymond.
Right.
And Draymond called him out. You know what I mean?
Right.
He couldn't disrupt that chemistry at Golden State. So, you know.
That culture was already there. It was built in.
Yeah.
Like, he was an added piece. And he was the best player, and they needed him. But, you know, he wasn't, you know what I'm saying, as valuable to the team as Steph and Clay and Draymond. And just like we was talking about, we say when a guy took the shot and missed it, then he was benched. Remember that time when him and Draymond got it? Just one of the Draymond was dribbling up court and KD like clapping for it, like give it here. And Draymond took it down court, got some old crazy shit. Right? he shot some old crazy shit, right? You You know what I mean? KD was mad. You know what I'm saying? And Draymond like, no, you know what I mean? You ain't gonna come in here and just like dictate stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was mad Draymond ain't give it to him. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Because he came down court, shot some old crazy shit, right?
Yeah.
But so, but like you say, well, if you got an established culture, established team, KD, he's an added piece. He's not going to be the piece.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's not going to be the piece. You know.
Yeah. And and so Towns said he don't believe that he injured, right? And you know what? How I feel about the KD, like his injury. Like I don't question people's injuries, but I just look at the history of like the older guys, and I keep always referring back to old school guys. Like if you bump into somebody neat, like I just think other guys would have played back in the day. They would have played through that.
Go try. Get out there and give it a go, and then if you can't go, you can't go. You know what I'm saying? But look at it this way too, Mike. KD might be like, man, he is older. You know, it's going to take a little longer to get, you know what I mean, over an injury like that. And remember when he was in Golden State, he came back too soon off that calf, and that turned into Achilles. That might be in the back of his mind as well. You know, I wouldn't say that he's not injured, but what if he's just hurt instead of injured? You know what I'm saying, Mike? That's almost like the point you making. He ain't necessarily injured, he hurt. Yeah. And you know that's the difference. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between having a broke hand or your hand hurting. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. So.
Well, just remember, like you used to see guys with back spasms be laying lay on the floor, you know what I mean? And just you saw Larry Bird do that. Or Scottie Pippen did the same thing. They laying on the floor, and then when they, their back loosen up and they go get on the bike, and then they try and give it a go. I know it's easy for a fan, somebody who's not out there, you know what I mean? I don't have back spasms, but we just used to seeing that level of dedication. So when somebody, and then he come out the next game, play, it only looked like it was nothing wrong with him. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell, man. What you think about LeBron James' performance so far in these playoffs?
I'm impressed. I ain't surprised.
Yeah.
My thing with LeBron, it ain't even the numbers with him. It ain't even the numbers that he's putting up. It's how he brings them other guys along, man. And that's what I always used to tell people. That was the difference between him and KD. LeBron is a leader and KD isn't. And LeBron can get them guys to play. They said it was and Mike, when you're the best player on the team, and Kobe, you know what I'm saying, my guy, that was my guy. Kobe led different, right? Kobe would lead in ways where as though he would embarrass the teammate, call the teammate out, you know what I mean? Talk about his baby mother and shit. You know what I'm saying? That was his way of leading and motivating and things like that.
Yeah.
Other people don't do. They say LeBron. I don't even know who it was, but it was a guy playing him, one of his teammates that was smaller, and he took a shot, missed the shot. And they say during the dead ball, LeBron say, "Look, man, who they got playing you. Recognize who they got playing you. You can get closer to the basket and get an easier shot." Now, you say that to him, you get him the ball in that situation, he scored. Now he feeling good about himself. And he also feel good that you ain't just straight throw him under the bus, say, man, you trash. Why you shoot that? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So it's a way that you can lead guys and have them elevate their games. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that I'm most impressed with LeBron. The problem's going to be, Mike, this is the best version of LeBron, right? The problem is, Mike, he can't be this version with Luka. Not because Luka won't listen or nothing like that, but Luka is not his best version without the ball. You understand what I'm saying? Luka's not at his best if he don't have it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that stops a lot of, you know what I mean? Stop Luka. Then anybody point you to assist, but if you watch the game, Mike, you know you're a fan. You know what I mean? You know about ball. When Luka got the ball don't move.
Right.
Everybody talk about his assist. Yeah, one pass, a guy shoot a jump shot. That's an assist. But I'm just talking about how the offense is stagnant when Luka got the ball out the top of the key, making his move one-on-one. You know what I mean? A la James Harden, so to speak. Even though I still think the ball moved more with James Harden than Luka.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But and that's the thing with the Lakers, man. I don't know how Steve Kerr gonna remedy that. I don't know if Luka watching it, saying, well, maybe I could play different and let LeBron still, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But as far as him bringing guys along, man, that's what I always like. Because, LeBron, was always a pass for. He was always more Magic than Mike. And I tell people that, man. LeBron his game was always more modeled after, similar to more so Magic Johnson than it was Michael Jordan.
Yeah. So let me. Well, Hammer said LeBron is playing well versus a depleted team. He's but he is playing defense. Yeah. Let's not forget role players like Marcus Smart, man. Smart.
Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a good point, Hammers. Marcus Smart is he taking off.
Yeah.
So that's good. But so do you think, in your opinion, I want everybody's opinion, do y'all think it's harder to coach and keep two superstars happy, Luka and LeBron?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
You just gotta be a good coach. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be a good coach. I don't think, Pat Riley ain't had no problems keeping, you know what I'm saying, Magic and
Kareem.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't think you gotta be a good coach, man. You know what I mean? And there's gonna be sacrifices on both ends. I'm talking about superstars. There's gonna be sacrifices that both gonna have to make and be willing to make them. You know what I'm saying? But I don't necessarily think it's hard. I'm trying to come up with another example for you besides that, so it won't be like an anomaly. Well, look at when LeBron was down there with D Wade, down there in Miami. You know what I'm saying? And D Wade, is on a record that he had to concede certain things for, for the match to work.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So
Kevin Love, when he played with LeBron, he had to, you know what I mean? He had to concede. What's the other guy that played at Miami?
Chris Bosh.
Yeah. So you right. You don't have to be Pat Riley.
Right. Yeah. It has to be just like a understanding. You know what I'm saying, and work to a common goal. That's the win.
Yeah. So but if LeBron don't trust his jump shot, then he gonna have to put himself in a position where as though they playing. You know what I mean? They have the lead, or he gonna have to put himself in a position where he could draw the foul. You know what I mean?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, and I always thought LeBron could play closer to the basket. I always thought he could do that. Right? He just never did.
Yeah.
But the way the game is played now, I think he would make out down there if he would post up more. You know what I'm saying? I think he really would make out. And like he said, and like he was saying, for his jump shot in the fourth quarter, that might have something to do with legs too. Them legs heavier in the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, man, I thought LeBron would play closer to the basket. You know what I'm saying? I think he would do fine down there if he posted up.
I thought early in his career, I thought he would have been good under there too, because number one, LeBron, for somebody 6'9", he moved like a guard. You know what I mean? So if he spin going baseline or he spin towards that middle, and he's strong as I don't know what, I just thought he'd have been.
So he can finish down there, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
I thought he would dominate down there too. But what Tom said? Tom said, I got one better. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum work together, but like everybody in sports media wants to break it up. Yeah. People, they've been trying to break that tandem up. But that's why I said the Boston Celtics organization, man, if it ain't broke, they don't fix it. And it paid off for them. They always in contention. So Joe Mazzulla, he can coach.
Yeah, he can.
With some consistency. You know what I mean? Like every year you ain't got to worry about trying to build new chemistry with somebody else, and you're not starting all over. I think that costs you. I don't know. That's why I don't know why Houston, get a nucleus like what they had last year, and then break it up.
A lot of times, man, teams think they're one player away. They're one, but see, a lot of times it's a addition by subtraction, because you get that Kevin Durant in, but Jalen Green gone. You know what I'm saying? So like if you get Kevin Durant in and still got Jalen Green, okay, all right, you are one player away, but you bring him one in and then you subtract another one, right? Yeah. So you not necessarily got the same team. And Şengün, man, for whatever reason, maybe it's the KD effect, like man always say, like I say, shout out to man. Yeah, because man been on it. I ain't gonna lie. Man been on it. But maybe Şengün, you're not getting the best version of him because of KD.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're not getting the best version of him because he don't seem to be the same player he was last year.
Yeah. So, and this Hammers, this I like this what Hammers say, right? He says, does Bron have a bag? Can he get a shot off? His big go-to move. He's physical. He physically strong, but he don't have a post game, right? He's an athletic Karl Malone. I think that's a good point. That's why, and I'm not even trying to be like, I don't hate LeBron. I just love basketball, right? And so I just think that if LeBron James had developed his game like a low post move, a go-to move. I mean, he at 6'9", 260 pounds, athletic, fast like that, he probably, he could have been the GOAT. It would have been unquestionable, right? Because he big as Karl Malone, but he played like he moved like a guard. Mm-hmm. So that would be so hard. Kobe wasn't like that. Mike wasn't built like that.
And I think he's talking about having a bag, right? Mm-hmm. And in this day, I think that's a little overrated, having a bag. The object is to score. Mm-hmm. No one has done it more than him. Having a bag, I can name 5, 6, maybe even 10 people who got a deeper bag than LeBron. That don't necessarily mean they better. So, having a bag, I don't know, I don't get into that.
I think.
Paul George got a bag. You know what I'm saying?
Kyrie Irving got a bag.
Kyrie got a bag. You know what I'm saying?
Brunson, it's a lot. Like you said, there's a lot of people with bag. I just efficient. That's what you know what I mean. So if you can get a good quality shot with 1 or 2 dribbles, or catch the ball in a position where there's no like Carmelo Anthony's. A lot of times he catch the ball, and wherever he catch the ball, he's in scoring position.
Yep.
So you gotta respect the fact that he's gonna go around. You respect the fact that he's gonna. So he already in triple threat position already, and so that's what I you know what I mean. I don't really, because it's hard work to have a bag and the guy to have to do like 9 or 10 different things to the ball before you can get past somebody. Like James Harden.
Yep. Now James Harden got a bag.
Yeah, James Harden
got a bag. Right.
Yeah,
He can handle it and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see what Hammond say. Tunk, I respect what you're saying, but imagine if the refs were officiating carry, traveling, offensive fouls, and a lot of players would have that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, that is true. That the way the game is officiated, man, you're right. You know what I mean? Yeah, people take a lot of liberties, man. People take a whole lot of liberties nowadays, man. You're absolutely right. That's no denying that. Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Because I see guys like he said, carrying, like it's almost like they stop their dribble. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then just put their hand under the ball, then they turn it back over,
Yeah, man. Yeah.
If you could put your hand under the ball, take 2 steps.
Right, then put the ball back down and all that. Rick Barry was talking about that. I seen the interview, the little short clip of Rick Barry, man. And Rick Barry said, man, the officiating is all. He said the rule book hasn't changed. Mm-hmm. He said what they decide to call and not to call. That's what has changed, Yeah. And just think, if you could get away with doing the things now back You know what I mean? 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? If Isaiah could do all that,
man, yeah.
Right. If Isaiah could do all that stuff that they do now, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
With the handle that he had. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, they hated Allen Iverson. Yeah, they did hate Allen Iverson, man, because he was making people fall and some more shit.
They took his crossover from him. Yep. They took it from him. They started calling the carry on it. Yep.
You ain't allowed to do that to Mike, man. So
right.
They got that out of there.
Right.
But, yeah, man.
Phone call, man. You see what that motherfucker did to me on TV, man? Yeah, that was a carry or something. That wasn't legal. That wasn't legal. Shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But what's another team, Mike? Do you think, talking about the Knicks, do you think Atlanta can get them?
I think the Knicks gonna come back.
Yeah, well, you know it's 2-2 now.
Right, yeah, it's 2-2. I think the Knicks gonna I think because for some reason I just think Karl-Anthony Towns, man, he ain't ready to go home, man. I think and you got to think what's the guy, Anunoby or something like that. He been playing.
I like him. Yeah.
Man, he consistent. Then you
got man. He is, man, and I think he could. I think he can give them a lot more than they let him. Yeah. I think he can give them a lot more than they let him, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah. This guy, who was it? Wait a minute. The guy. Somebody just said something about God Shangon. You remember God Shangon, Tom?
Yeah.
Where he played college ball at Providence?
Yep.
Then he went to the Wizards.
Yep. Now see, they drafted him right out. Now, was that right out of school? The Wizards drafted him right out of school, or he was a stop before then? That's what I don't know.
No. Yeah, the Wizards got him.
Okay.
In the draft. Yeah, the Wizards got him.
Yeah.
Let me see what Jim said. My wife, who played high school basketball, can't watch the NBA. She complains about the carrying and traveling. Yes, it's a lot of carrying going.
Yeah, it is.
And traveling, you know. I mean, you pick the ball up and take 2 steps to the left, change your mind, and then step back to the right.
Man, they called it though. They did call it to my surprise, man. But it was like a 3, it was like a step back, side step 3. But the dude took maybe like 4 or 5 steps to do it, right? And the referee called it. And the dude like looking at the referee like, man, that wasn't a try. I'm like, how can you even complain about that call, man? How can you even complain about that? Yeah, that was funny as hell.
Because these guys actually practice that. They actually practice those moves, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I think the Knicks gonna come back and beat Atlanta though. But I like Atlanta. And
Kuminga playing well too, Mike. Kuminga.
I was great. Bring that up, Kuminga.
Yeah, playing well. I'm happy for him, man.
I'm happy for him too, man. Cause when like Golden State put out there, like nobody wanted Kuminga. Wasn't a big market for him.
Yep.
He can't help us.
Right. But you give him an extension though. See, that's where the hypocrisy come in. If he like trade him, but we can't trade him. Nobody wants him. But you're gonna give him an extension. They tried, but they said Steve Kerr ain't coming back next year. Did you hear that, Mike?
Yeah, I heard about that. I ain't know. Is that legit though? They say not coming back.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, a lot of things get lost during the NFL draft. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was stated, but like you say, I don't know if it's like official or not.
I can see it playing out like this because, and remember, I've been telling y'all the whole way, like Steve Kerr is going to ride this until the wheels come off. He's not interested in rebuilding or giving Kuminga an opportunity when every time if Steph Draymond is healthy, he gonna that's how he got his 4 rings.
Yep.
He not worried about the future of the organization.
Yeah.
So he don't want to try to develop nobody else, and so I can see him leaving after this season or after next season. Because I think so you got Steph, you got Draymond. I like Porzingis with them.
Yeah.
And then next year you got Butler coming back. Yeah. Now that's an old team, and it's gonna be a fight to keep them healthy.
Right.
But I still like that team though. I know I think they'll be able to make the playoffs if everybody can stay healthy. Steph
Man,
looked good.
I saw a list, man. Mike, I don't know if you saw it, but they had a list of MVP winners who missed the playoffs the most. And some of these names, Mike. So Steph, he missed the playoffs 7 times. Moses was on it. I think Moses missed the playoffs 6 times. Derrick Rose missed the playoffs 7 times. The list, I mean, if you had the names up there, you're like, damn, them guys missed the playoffs, they make the playoffs. And I'm talking about like, it went all the way to 5, I think, that missed the playoffs 5 or more times. But these are all players who won MVP of the league.
Yeah, oh, okay.
These are all players that won MVP of the league. And most times they missed the playoffs, man. But Kobe was on it. Kobe was on the list, I think, for 5 times or whatever, missing the playoffs. But yeah, I'm like, wow, you know what I mean? You know, he got stats for everything nowadays, but you know what I'm saying? I was just surprised to see some of the guys that was on it. I was just surprised.
Yeah. I think to me that just goes to show it's just like basketball is just it's so competitive and so hard, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, if there's some great names on that list, you know what I mean?
Right, all-time greats, Hall of Famers.
Yeah,
so Mike, getting back to Steve Kerr, right? If it's true and he don't come back now, do management, Dunleavy and all them now, do they say, all right, Draymond got to go, we got to, you know what I mean, break this all the way down to the studs and build it back up?
Yep. I think Draymond will be out of there. I think they try to hold on to Steph.
Yeah, I think Steph will stay. But I think they probably would ask Steph, do you want to leave? And Steph probably, nah, I'm staying. You know what I'm saying? I think they might give him the option. Since they say we building it all, you know what I mean, we turn it down and building it back up. It's a rebuild. You know, some players don't want to go through a rebuild.
Right,
so
right.
They might ask Steph, do he want to go through a rebuild or not? You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he would leave. But I think Draymond probably out of there. He got tossed out of one game. The play-in game, the second one, was that Phoenix? I think that was Phoenix, that they lost to.
Yeah, they lost to Phoenix.
Yeah, because him and Devin Booker got into it.
Oh, okay.
And they tossed both of them.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. But Draymond was on the bench. Devin Booker was on the floor. Yeah.
They tossed both of them?
Yeah, they tossed both of them. And when Draymond walked out, you know, he playing to the crowd, you know what I'm saying, so they could cheer. And he stopped right in front of Mike Dunleavy, dapped somebody up right in front of Mike Dunleavy, right? And Mike Dunleavy had this expression on his face like, man, like, there we go again. But Steph was on the bench laughing. You know what I'm saying? Steph was on the bench laughing. He was on the bench laughing, right? So I'm like, and he didn't acknowledge Mike Dunleavy or nothing. I'm talking about Draymond. He didn't acknowledge him or nothing. You know what I mean? Fist bump, whatever. You know, he dapped up somebody else. You know what I mean? And walked back. But it was right in front of Mike Dunleavy. And you know, he the GM out there now. So it's like, okay, like, do Draymond know that Mike Dunleavy probably going to get rid of him or want to get rid of him? But Steve Kerr was kind of like standing in the way of that, you know? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Let me see. What Jim had some. Oh, Jim said, I didn't. Who you think won the draft? Tom, because
I kind of what's the name, David? To be honest with you, I like what Arizona did, man. I like them getting that running back. I was surprised they picked him at number 3 out of Notre Dame, and they got the quarterback from Georgia, the dude Beck. They got him, and I think round 2. I think round 2 they got him. Yeah, the quarterback, because they got Brissett out there starting now. I think they got Brissett out there starting now. I think with Jim, man, the biggest head scratcher for me was the Rams taking that quarterback at 13. Man, that was a real big head scratcher for me, man. I just didn't get that. Why would you draft a quarterback? He's not going to play next year. You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you try to draft somebody that's going to help you win now today?
Right.
Man, I didn't get that. I didn't understand that, but yeah, man, I haven't been able to go over all the picks. I haven't been able to go, you know, all the picks and see who went where. I like that linebacker going down to Washington, the one that tested off the charts at Ohio State. Tested off the charts there in the combine. He went to Washington. I like that pick. But
Yeah.
the Giants did do what? Yeah, Tom, you're right. The Giants, they did okay. They did okay.
So Harbaugh, he gonna try to show up that defense up there.
Right.
Yeah.
They had pick 5 and pick 10. Yeah, so it is a bold move. It is a bold move taking running back. But I think teams, man, I talked to a friend of mine, man, and he said, man, I think teams should get back to prioritizing the running game a little bit more, man. You know, I think what Saquon had that year a couple years ago, man, I think start opening people's eyes to that it should be. And then Bijan Robinson last year in Atlanta. I just think, man, start opening people's eyes like, man, it could be a valuable position, man. They need to start valuing that position a little bit more.
I never bought into that though, like the running back was diminished. You know what I mean? Because when you look at teams, you need the run game and you need, you know, especially when in the playoffs when you playing somewhere where it's cold at and you trying to throw the ball, it don't work. Running and defense, you know.
Absolutely.
And if you got a good quarterback, even Patrick Mahomes, you need a good running back. You got to have a good running back.
Yeah, you need a running game, man.
Yeah, I never bought into that.
Me either.
I just thought they was trying to diminish that position so they wouldn't have to pay those guys.
Of course.
Of course. Yeah. And they try running back by committee and all that. You know, they try everything.
Yeah. That very seldom works. That very seldom works, man.
I can't recall like a two-headed backfield where you know these guys was just chewing you up. You know, it's you got to have a primary running back that's doing his thing like a Saquon.
Yeah. Yep. You got a bell cow, man. That changes everything up. So you know they talk about trading AJ Brown, right? Man, my son was talking about this, man. Now I don't know how you felt about AJ Brown before he got to Philly, right? And I always looked at him like he was a solid. He was a solid, you know what I mean, receiver. But I think, man, they talk about this guy like he T.O. or something, right? And he's not that.
No.
And I think that's just a backhanded way of trying to diminish Jalen Hurts up there and try to take away from what he does for that team up there. Because A.J. Brown, man, we going to see. Because if they talk about he going to get traded up to New England with who the quarterback on it? Drake May, right?
Right, Drake
May.
May.
Coming off a Super Bowl appearance, right? So he goes up there. I want to see what he does. I want to at the Mike Vrabel, you know what I mean, finish his suspension for the affair and all that shit, right?
Is he suspended for real?
No, I ain't no, I ain't suspended. But you know what I mean? I want to see, you know what I mean, how they utilize him up there because I don't like, man, how they try to diminish Jalen Hurts, man. This guy took the team to 2 Super Bowls. You know what I mean? The Super Bowl they lost, he thoroughly outplayed Patrick Mahomes. You know what I mean? Got MVP of the Super Bowl the second time he got there, man. I don't like, I think he get a lot of unfair criticism because of this one receiver. You know what I mean? Because of this one receiver, like I say, they talk about him like he T.O., like he Randy Moss or somebody, man. You know, he's a possession type receiver. And I'm not poo-pooing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's bad, that, you know what I mean, he's a possession type receiver. But man, I don't see him in the class that they speak about him in. I don't see him in that type of class. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I don't get how come the wide receiver job has become like a diva position. Right. You know, like everybody in that wide receiver got to be divas and
right.
I don't know, man. You know, you watch Lynn Swann and John Stallworth and all those guys, man, and you just.
Even Drew Pearson, you know what I'm saying? Drew Pearson, all that, man. You didn't hear about, you know what I mean, stuff like that, man. You know,
man, it was about you know, and that dude Chuck Noll, all them coaches back in the day, man. They ain't if they threw the ball 3 times, you lucky. If you got 3, you know, and you better catch all 3 of them, or they not coming back to you.
Right, or we ain't looking your way no more. Right. And man, I don't know, man. It's just that to me, it just seems to be a campaign in Philly, man, to try to and then him on the sidelines, we spoke about this, on the sidelines reading the book, you know what I'm saying? Like he got a publishing contract and shit, man. I mean, man, I just, you know what I mean? It was like he was going out his way to show Jalen up. You know what I'm saying? Trying to show him up, man. So I think he need to be out of there. I think he need to go in there. And Philly, you know, Mike, they've been loading up on receivers.
Yeah.
They've been loaded up. They signed a couple, made a couple trades. They drafted one. Yeah, so I think he out of there. I think they definitely gonna move off, which they should. They shouldn't move off Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying?
No.
They shouldn't move off Jalen Hurts, but
hopefully they know better than that, because, like I said, if it ain't broke, why fix it? You know, if I said that last year, I thought that they should move off of that Brown guy, man, because
I remember when I first was thinking about it, I'm like, damn, they talking about moving off from, but as you know, as the stories and stuff came out and all that, I said, yeah, maybe they need to. Maybe they need to.
Yeah, he is disruptive.
Right, that's it, Mike.
He's disruptive to the chemistry of your team. All right, you're not touching the ball right now, but when they throw it, and then when they threw it to him, he dropped. He
dropped. Yep.
You got to be ready. If you're gonna run your mouth, you definitely got to be ready.
Yep.
Can't say, "Oh, I wasn't looking that time." Like, nah, man.
You saw all that trash. Yeah. Because I remember one time, Jalen Hurts said, "Oh man, we talked in the parking lot." Postman, like him, Saquon, and AJ Brown. Oh man, we had a discussion in the parking lot. Then they asked AJ Brown, said, "Man, I ain't talking to nobody." You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking to nobody. So yeah, Slim, you need to go ahead and go. You need to go ahead and go. And you ain't that. You ain't him. You know what I'm saying? You ain't him. You know what I'm saying? You ain't Fitzgerald. You ain't Megatron. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, you ain't that. You ain't that. You ain't Marvin Harrison. You ain't Chris Carter.
Right.
You ain't Tim Brown. Yeah, you ain't that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But, you ain't my man, both of them. You ain't or Jamal Chase in Cincinnati. You ain't neither one of them.
Right.
Yeah, right. So get out of here, man. I can run off another 20 names without even thinking. You know what I'm saying, Mike? I can run off another 20 names without even thinking, man. Get out of here.
Yeah. So what time say? Let me see. Don't know what's in the water in New England, but the coaches loved the young ladies. Belichick, I can stay away from women. Let me see. Belichick can't stay away from the women. Stephon Diggs and the coach get into it, but we the winners.
Don't leave out the owner. Don't leave out Robert Kraft. Don't leave out the owner.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Kraft.
Don't forget about Robert Kraft. Yeah.
Only thing I don't like about that situation, though. All right, so Kraft had a little situation with the off the. Well, he ain't on the field at all. Kraft, Belichick, and the thing about it is, all right, so you coaching these young players and you telling them to stay focused on the game. What you do outside, off the field affects the whole team and everything. And then you have Belichick go out there and I don't know how old that young lady is, like 25 or something like that. Young. And then you have Vrabel. He have this relationship with the lady. And he telling her stuff that
inside information.
Giving inside information. We get ready to cut stuff on. Right. Yeah. And so man, I just think sometimes just expose like the hypocrisy of these guys, man. And so when kids see that, and sometimes kids don't listen, like, man, this dude, man.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It ain't what you say, it's what you do. Yeah. But man, they had an old tweet, man, from it might have been like 2020 or something, right, Mike? That Vrabel, the coach at Tennessee at the time, said, supposedly it said, now this the chick saying this, that we have no interest in Tom Brady, right? She's saying Tennessee saying they don't have no interest in Tom Brady at all, right?
Well, what chick said that?
This was like in 2020.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I guess before Tom went to Tampa.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Yeah. And he posted that Tennessee has no interest in Tom Brady. So it was another guy that tweeted on that, answered to that, like, are you sleeping with Mike Vrabel? Like, how would you even know that?
Yeah.
Like, how would you even know that they don't have no interest in Tom Brady? You know what I'm saying? And you reporting it like fact. And it probably was fact. But you put that out there, and they're like, well, how would you know that?
So they recognized right away that it was inside information.
Man, that's right. Like, man,
Yeah.
something weird. And then, you know, more pictures that came out 6 years ago. They was at some bar down or some casino down in Mississippi or whatever. So her son named Mike. This is true. Her son named Mike. They like, damn, you gonna name your son after the coach? They say, yeah, because it's the coach's son. It's gonna get messy, man. That's why I say the suspension, right? That's why I say, but it's gonna get messy, man.
And both of them married.
Right.
Yeah. Both of them.
Let me ask you this, right? The original pictures that we saw when they was at that resort out in Arizona somewhere.
Yeah.
They look like pictures you would take if you was like a private investigator.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Mike? So I'm like, so evil. Now, I was thinking it might have been her husband that made it sent the private eye, right? But what if it was Rabel's wife? You know what I'm saying? Rabel's wife got the name. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because it's supposed to be an exclusive spot, no kids allowed. All that. And then I said, maybe Rabel's wife, you know what I mean, hired a PI. You know what I'm saying? Who knows, man? Who knows, man? Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, they do look like those, like an investigator, those type pictures he had. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the way they caught him, like, who's out there just taking pictures of a random couple at a resort? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And you gotta think, like, if Vrabel got a what is that called, like a prenup, or she had a prenup,
right?
Those pictures right there put you in a, you know,
exactly.
We can carry you to the cleaners now. Yeah. So we could carry you to the cleaners.
That was kind of, somebody brought that up on one of them podcasts. Like, man, it look like a private investigator picture, man. That don't look like somebody just out there enjoying themselves, took a picture. And
they definitely look like, yeah. Let me see. Why wouldn't anybody on ESPN report this news when we heard about it from ESPN? This Malika Andrews. Man.
Go ahead, Mike. Get on it. Mike, get on.
Yeah, man. This young lady. This is the main reason why I don't even watch ESPN or anything she broadcasts on. I don't even watch it. I don't try to organize no protests and make up signs and shit. I just don't watch. You know what I mean? Anything she on, I'll be like, yeah. She tried to throw Joe Mazzulla under the bus.
Yeah. She crushed him. Yeah, she crushed Udoka. Yeah, she crushed him. Yeah.
And it was a kid at the draft. A kid got drafted one year. NBA, he said, I would be remiss if I didn't say, you know, mention the fact that he had some issues, you know. So now the guys in the league, been in the league for a few years now. You haven't heard a word negative about him.
Right.
But she doing individual background checks.
You
know. Yeah, man. That's, you know,
you say, making it her business to put something disparaging out.
Saying
about, you know what I mean, certain individuals and not others. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, her and Stephen A. Smith famous for that, because if you got the right complexion, Stephen A. Smith be like, that's my friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's my friend.
Look what he did with the whole Aaron Rodgers not being vaccinated. He killed Kyrie.
Yeah.
Said Kyrie should be out the league and all that. When they come out, Aaron Rodgers ain't get vaccinated. He lied. Jay Williams got with him. Jay Williams like, no, when it was Kyrie, you jumped all up on the desk, called for the man to lose his livelihood and all that. Yeah, hey, Jay Williams got with him. I'm surprised. Jay Williams went at him. Jay Williams went at him. But then you find out it was Aaron Rodgers and shit. Oh, man, he lied. He lied to us. That's all you got to say. That's all you got to say. When you called for Kyrie, you called him off. It was personal. And that's what Jay Williams was saying, that you got personal with that man. You know what I'm saying?
Him, and I don't dig him or Malika. I don't watch neither one of them. Because to me, they don't have any credibility. And then she don't know anything about basketball. If you listen to her takes, she just stating the obvious. You're like, oh, he hit a jumper.
Yeah.
We saw that. You know what I mean?
Right.
You don't give no
defensively. Yeah, we know. Because when she came off at what's my man name? Arizona dude, Mike. Damn, his name escapes me. Richard Jefferson.
Oh, okay.
He came over at Richard Jefferson and Perks and just discredit whatever, because they was talking about how championship locker room chemistry and the talk in championship locker room, when she just discarded that. I mean, just discarded that, like they didn't even know who the hell they was talking about.
Yeah.
Like, damn. And I say, man, it's really, you got a problem with them men. You got a problem with them men. You know what I'm saying? I say that's weird, man. That's weird.
But see, I think it's a lack of respect too for like when you think about who said this. Even I was watching Mike Beasley the other day. He said it's only 5,000 NBA basketball players throughout the history, right? So you know what I mean. So you talk about how long the league has been around, and you talking about a small amount of guys that was qualified and lucky enough to make it in there. So just the fact that they on an NBA, I don't care if you are number 1 or you number 15 on the team, right? Number 1 or number 12.
Right.
Just the fact that you're on the team, that's like you earned a certain amount of respect for that. So you know, and a lot of times when basketball players talk about each other, they show that respect to each other. You know what I mean?
They do, Mike. Yeah.
You know, they might call each other out for a play, but they don't. It's never personal. It's always about the game.
Right.
Right. And so that's why I think reporters need to do the same thing. That's why. How you gonna get mad when somebody missed a jumper when you can't even shoot a jumper? Stephen A. Smith trying to shoot and fall down. No defense. So why are you falling?
Right.
You get all upset when somebody miss a shot. You know.
Right.
I don't know, man.
And when you used to call Kwame a scrub and all that, like, man, if you for 14 years, man, how you gonna call him a scrub?
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
It's time to say, let's be honest. When the Rockets coach got caught, it was the white woman who was caught by her husband. He told the Celtics brass they could get rid of him. Yeah.
He was part of the ownership group.
Who the
husband?
The husband was part of the ownership. Yeah, that's not a good look though, having sex with your boss on wife.
But the thing about it, man, you Doga was up there talking real, you know what I mean, just real inappropriate to her.
Yeah.
And when other people heard it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's what started it. You know what I'm saying? You know, Doga, you can't see her in the cafeteria and say, you know, at the practice, I'm gonna tear you out the frame and all. You can't say nothing.
Yeah.
You can't say nothing like that, man. You know what I mean? He was just being an idiot, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey.
That's crazy, man.
After we run that, I could make the team run these suicides, boy. I'm coming straight to the house. You know what I'm saying? you can't be doing that, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, these dudes just be reckless.
Yep.
They just be reckless, man. And it's not even a good look for a coach to be reckless, because now when you trying to get kids to buy into your program, you know, they look at stuff like this.
You're right.
You know, the kids look at stuff like this, you know, or even if they can't see this, they know when you somebody who's legit, who's for real.
Now, Mike, can you separate that though? If you are a player, can you be? I saw this on the Odd Couple. Can you be like, man, I don't care what you got going on in your personal life, man. I'm trying to make the team. I'm trying to get my catches in. I'm trying to get my rushes in. I'm trying to learn this offense. If you're a player, I'm talking about, can you separate that from like, man, don't sit up here and talk that more high ground to me and you doing X, Y, Z. Can you separate it?
Well, I mean, as a player, if you trying to make the league, I don't care what league you're in, you trying to secure your job, that's really not none of your business, right?
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
But some kids don't have the maturity to realize and recognize that, all right, my main focus is just making this team.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? But as a young person,
good point,
you naturally want to rebel.
Yeah.
Right. So some young people naturally want to rebel.
Yeah.
And you know, that's, as a coach, you got to protect yourself, or at least don't give them one less thing to rebel about.
Right.
You know, yeah. So I mean, I mean, people can. You just better not get caught though. Or like you said, like I said, you can't be in the in a cafeteria and being inappropriate and stuff like that.
Because didn't he say something about Stephon Diggs. Now I know Stephon Diggs. It was like a off-field type thing, and it got like legal type thing. But then he speak about that, you know what I mean? Because they moved off from Stephon and stuff. You know what I mean? Then he speak about
and people said that's what motivated. That's a big part of why the team moved off of Stephon, right?
Yeah.
Now here you had a coach the same year after Stephon is gone.
Right. He gets jammed up.
So now you got, I don't know what you got, like 50-something other guys on the team that the first thing they want to throw that in your face when you try to,
when you try to get on them about being accountable and integrity and you know what I'm saying? And you got to keep your word. All that type of stuff comes back. And you look like a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? And you look like a hypocrite. Like, hold up, coach. You telling us to be accountable, you know what I'm saying? To have some type of parameters and, you know what I'm saying? And look at you. Look how you moving. Look how you've been moving, So
yeah, man. It's a and I don't know. I get that he tried to be discreet.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he got caught.
Right.
Oh,
And I think that's why the Athletic, because when they first came out, they supported her 100%, Mike. It wasn't even a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
They supported her 100%, but I think after they did a little digging, I don't even think it was a lot, Mike. They just did a little digging. They're like, oh, hell no, she's suspended. You know what I'm saying? She's suspended while this investigation going on. It was like a complete 180-degree turn, man, within like a day or two. It wasn't even long till they changed up. You know what I'm saying? And then they probably looked at the expense account like, wait a minute. Expense account like, hold up, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
I don't know though. Like, how can you get rid of her though? I mean, like, if
because she married, but she quit though, Mike. She resigned. They just suspended her while they was investigating, and then she resigned.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't see how you can, the man or the woman, like if they marry, okay, that's for their husband and their wife to figure that out. But like the team,
that's right.
Because
that's like being a bus driver. Like what I do, find out. You know what I'm saying? You have some indiscretions. They go, oh, you can't drive the bus no more.
Right? Yeah. That's not their business. Now I can see if you was giving away transfers or some shit. You know what I mean? That's that. Now that's when they come in. But man,
the bus going hacking in the bus and stuff like that. Giving trips down Kings Dominion with the bus and stuff. That's different. That's
different. But
right, that's different.
That's on their private time, man. I think.
That's what I think. I think they're gonna do, but he took Rabel day 3. They told him, he had to step away from some counseling. That's what he said. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He didn't do day 3 of the draft. He did days 1 and 2. Then day 3, he said he wasn't gonna be with the team in the front office. While he was doing the draft, he go do some counseling and shit, right? So, you know what I mean? So they trying to. I'm talking about New England. They trying to, work around the edges. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think this dude just coached in the Super Bowl, man. Rob Parker talk about he should get fired. Rob Parker, you crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. Ain't don't lose no job behind this. Nah, man.
Rob Parker need to be drug tested. That's crazy.
Hey, man, he should lose his job. Like, nah, man, you going too far with that. Nah, but this dude just coached in the Super Bowl. He ain't coming off no 13 season. You know what I mean? Coming off a Super Bowl appearance, man. Nah, you don't do that.
I don't even think they should have got rid of Stephon. You know what I mean? Because
at least let it play out.
Yeah.
At least let it play out the legal system. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I mean? Whatever. But I think it's coming out now that Stephon was a little locker room. You know what I'm saying? Disturb, a disruptor. I think it's coming out. He was getting on Drake May about his catches and things like that. And they were saying, Drake May, he a young quarterback. He throwing it to whoever open. He not trying to force feed a particular receiver. He throwing it to whoever open.
What is it though, Tom and Tom and whoever else is in the chat, man? What is it about these young players in not just the NFL but the NBA, like who like they overestimate like the leverage that they have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and then they put themselves in positions where as though the team just gonna get rid of them. You know what I mean? If you're not, I don't know why these. I even see it in the WNBA. You know what I mean? They talk about if you don't pay us,
Right.
we going strike, and
Right.
like do you not understand that the league could fold at any time? You know, they overestimate like the leverage that they have.
Yeah. But Mike, they only have people around them who's telling them how great they are. They only have people around them who telling them, you know what I mean, the team ain't nothing without you. You know, that's who they got in their ear. The agent, to a certain degree. The agent telling them, oh, man, what's the name? I guarantee you I can get you X amount of dollars, you know what I mean, with Dallas, with San Diego, you know what I'm saying, with Tennessee. So they don't have nobody really speaking honestly to them. It's a bunch of yes men, people on their payroll.
Yeah.
So they start to believe that, oh yeah, man, you know what I mean? If I leave New England, I ain't gonna have a team no more if I leave.
Right,
you know?
Yeah, the league gonna fold.
Right. Right, yeah. If I
Look,
got what's the name, yeah.
If I'm Cam Thomas, I'm firing my agent. You know Cam Thomas, they let him go from Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Then he go to Milwaukee, you know, and then Milwaukee let him go.
Yep.
But he turned down a 4-year multi-million-dollar deal and wound up only getting $6 million.
It was like for like 30-something million. One it like 30
down $30 million.
Yep.
So he turned down $30-something million, wound up getting $6 million, going to another team, and they cut him.
Yep.
So now that $30 million, he'll never be able to recoup that $30 million.
Exactly. You don't never get that back. You know what I'm saying? Even if you sign a $100 million contract, that 30 you still don't get back. But the thing about it is, Mike, you gotta have some self-awareness too, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta have some. You can't be just listening to what other people saying. You gotta be like, man, well, damn, I'm only averaging 6 points. You know what I mean? I'm only averaging 6 points. You know what I'm saying? So, but they have you thinking, oh man, because you ain't getting the opportunity because the coach don't like you or the organization going in another direction. It ain't because it ain't you, it's them. You know? But yeah. I heard it. He finished the season. He wasn't on the roster, was he, Mike?
No. Milwaukee, they ran him out of Milwaukee. They let him go just because he wanted to leave Milwaukee and go play in the playoffs for a playoff contender team.
Oh, okay.
So Milwaukee held him just long enough where he wouldn't qualify for a playoff
roster. Okay.
Yeah. And so what Tom say, it's a lot to do with their ego validation of some of these guys does endlessly don't work and have real fathers, and their mothers. Yeah, it just comes from, man.
Yep.
Yeah, they just getting bad information, right?
Yeah, that's what it comes down to.
A whole lot of bad information. Yeah.
That was Jim. That was Tom. But
that was Tom.
That was Tom. Tom, you're absolutely right. They're absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? They just get bad information, man. And you know, one guy, we all remember that N1 thing, that N1 hype, that mixtape when all them the playground. And it was a one guy. The dude was nice. I think his name was Alamo. And he said, man, dudes was coming up to him talking about, man, you better than Mike. And he said he was believing it. Yeah. He said, man, dudes like, man, you better than Jordan, this, that, and that. He like, yeah, I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold up, man. First of all, you believe in him is delirious. Then who's telling you that? You met him in the bar? You know what I'm saying? What you meet him at? You know what I mean? Y'all was out drinking together, smoking weed. Telling you that, man. Oh, yeah, you better than Mike. Man, get out of here, man.
Yeah, man. It's there. These guys, man. I'm just thinking and I thought Pat Beverly said it right. He said, that was your first big contract. You know, your agent should have instructed you to take that, outplay that contract, and then you got some money in the bank. You outplay that contract, and now you got leverage. That's
what I'm about to say. There go your leverage right there.
You know, you be like, yeah, y'all gave me $30 million. I played like I played well enough to earn 50.
Exactly. Yeah, my next.
Now you got other teams be like, oh,
Yep.
But now he out the league, and now he got to come back and prove himself.
Exactly. Oh, like square one. It's almost like square one now. Yep.
I'm like, oh, that is crazy. Who's the other guy did that? Well, I don't know if what was the guy, the German guy? What's his name? Schroeder.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
The Lakers.
84 million.
That's crazy.
Was it the Lakers that offered him that?
Yeah, he was. I think it was
going to. No. He said no to 84 million. Mike, that you said fire the agent. That's when you are the agent. You like, man, if you don't sign that contract, I'm quitting.
Yeah.
Right. If you don't file that contract, man, I'm quitting, man. There's no way. Yeah, man. Yeah. Then he came back, man. Ultimately, what he got, like a minimum wage deal? He's working for like what, like $7.25 an hour or something? Man, it was crazy, man. He say no to 84 million, man. That's unbelievable.
And look, he was so salty about it that when they played the Lakers, Luka brought it up and he wanted to fight Luka.
Luka brought up him the contract that he turned down.
Yeah. Hey Tom, that is yo, that's hitting below the belt. I was like, oh, Luka, that was foul.
And he wanted
to Luka, yo.
God damn.
Hey, Tom, Luka cut the shit out of him. He wanted to fight Luka. Luka was like, you ain't talk that shit about that 80. You should have took that $80 million contract. No.
Oh, man, that's hilarious, man. Oh, man, that's hilarious, boy.
Luka cut the shit out of him, man. He wanted to fight Luka for that, man.
That's almost worse than talking about his mother, man.
Yeah.
God damn, that's funny as hell, man.
84 million, you could talk about my mother for 84 million.
Right. God damn, boy.
I was like, man, Luka. Do you remember him? It was this season. Him and Luka got into like a little scuffle.
I don't remember, Mike. I
don't know what team he was playing for, but I think he scored, said something to Luka. Then Luka brought up the contract. Luka probably said, if you was that nice, you'd be getting $84 million. You'd be making $84 million if you was that nice.
Oh, man. God damn. What Luka say? Like when Martin said, you a wild boy. At least I ain't turning down no 84 million. God damn, that's funny as a motherfucker, man. Damn, he like, no, we fighting, fuck that. We gotta fight over that bullshit.
Yeah.
We gotta fight over that bullshit. Damn.
At least if you get hit with a good joke, you come back with a, you know what I mean? You come back with your own. But we went straight to blows after that.
Schroeder said, no, we gotta fight about that shit.
Man, you can't. He ain't even have a rebuttal for that. He ain't had no $80 million comeback.
Hey, man. But I think he came back, and I think the deal he signed after that was like $8 million, $11 million. It was real little. It was real.
It was nowhere in the ballpark of what he turned down.
And what was he expecting to get? That's what I want to know. 100?
No, Schroeder is he's a good ball player, but you know what I mean. I would have took the 84.
But like you say, Mike, he thought he meant more to the team. You know what I'm saying? He thought he meant more to the Lakers. Oh, if they go 84, they go 100. They go 94. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
These guys don't know how to negotiate. That was his first big deal. And he turned it down, and now
he'll never see nothing like that no more, Mike. He'll never see a contract like that no more.
That's it. That's you set for life, 84 million. And what half of it gone with taxes, but you still gonna see like 40.
We supposed to be talking about him, Mike, like we talk about Luol Deng. You know how we talk about Luol Deng, like, damn, he's still getting that bread. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's the name still paying Luol Deng? That's how we supposed to be talking about him.
But see, Luol Deng come from Duke.
Yep.
Brandon, what's the guy? The guy that came from Duke that made out really well, and what Michael Jordan wanted to draft him out of Duke. The dude, he was a general manager for the Sixers at one. I thought he was with the Sixers at one time.
Whoa, you talking about
Elton Brand?
Elton Brand.
Elton Brand. You know,
yep.
You gotta play like Elton Brand, Luol Deng. Both of them was really good basketball players, right? Yep. They looked at the big picture. They took the money that they accepted the offers, and just built from there. This guy, man.
Elton Brand, man, he's a trivia question. He's the first Duke player ever to leave early.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
Yep, that was in '99, and I know it was '99 because him and Steve Francis got co-rookie of the year the same year.
Right. Yeah.
Steve Francis got that '99. I'm like, wow. I didn't know he was the first player to ever leave Duke early, though. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, Town says a part of ego. Yeah, man, it's ego because a lot of these kids don't nobody tell them no until they get, when them general managers, that's probably the first time they hear no. Let me see. Do you know Michael Jordan wanted to sign Jay Williams from Duke? Yeah, I didn't. Did you know that, Tom?
No, I didn't know
that. Mike Jordan.
They took Zion from under the Jordan brand.
Oh yeah.
They kicked him off the Jordan brand. Yep.
What?
Yeah, they kicked him off the Jordan brand. Yeah.
Do you think Zion is going to be with the Pelicans next year?
It's tough to say. He played the most games he played in his career this year. He averaged like 24, I think, something like that. But it's not producing any wins. Now you can't say it's all on him. Mm-hmm. But when you pick him number one and he's deemed to be the franchise, the reason the franchise turned around and stuff, and he hasn't necessarily lived up to that. Mike, that's a tough question. Joe Dumars running the show down there now, right? Yeah. So Joe, if he can, but see, Mike, I think he might just with a simple fact, but they might want for him, they not going to get. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Joe might be asking for too much, and no team might not be willing to give it to him or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You know what the thing about Zion, when Zion is when he out there, man, he a beast.
Yeah.
I seen Zion go directly at Wemby and nothing Wemby could do.
No.
He just went straight through him.
Yeah, right in the steps.
Through him.
Yeah.
And, I wish though that Zion he athletic now, but I just wish he learned how to play the game of basketball. He'll be a beast.
Yeah.
If he just learned how to play basketball.
Yeah.
More than just his physical,
Right.
Let me see. I'm a Boston Celtics fan my whole life. By Joe Dumars is my favorite. Yeah, I used to dig Joe Dumars when he played for Detroit. He was my favorite player on Detroit.
Yeah, I like Joe too.
Joe Dumars.
Yeah, Joe was tough.
He was tough. Yeah.
Joe was tough, man.
I'm like, man, yeah. And Joe know how to run a team though. He really good at his job too. So yeah. So, man, don't Cleveland come on? Cleveland is playing. Who they playing today?
They play Toronto, don't they?
Toronto, yeah. That's the 1 o'clock game, man.
Toronto got them the other day. What's the name? I can't remember who had a good game for Toronto. But they had a good game. Yeah, they got them.
Let me see. Zion is a cancer like my pops. He walks to the beat of his own drum. Oh, okay. He's definitely not listening to nobody, but he's his own self. Yeah, man, and that's what. So yeah, I just think that food is like a drug, though. You know what I mean? Sugar. It's just so hard.
Right. It is.
I eat junk food. I say, I eat junk food, and I'll be like, I ain't gonna eat it. I'm gonna chill out tomorrow. Next thing you know, I'm at the market.
Right. And the thing was down, man, when they put nutritionists, they gave you a personal nutritionist. I don't know about a chef. I don't know about that part.
I think they gave him a shot too.
Yeah, and they put weight clauses in your contract and stuff, man. Yeah, it's like a mind over matter type thing, man. It's like a mind over matter. And then they down New Orleans. Then we know they got all that cuisine down there, man. They down there, that New Orleans style, that Creole type cuisine and stuff like that. Then you add in the Instagram chicks on top of that. You know what I'm saying? They always want to go somewhere and eat and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you think it's a lack of self-control. You got a young boy in a grown man's body.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
So millions of dollars. Yeah. Yep.
He don't know how to control his sexual appetite. He don't know how to control his food appetite. You know, and
then Mike, they don't surround them with veterans. You know what I mean? Barkley always say, man, when he got to Philly, you know what I mean, Moses and Doc, Mo Cheeks and them, you know what I'm saying, how they really helped him become a professional. You know what I'm saying? He told one story, he said, man, he was crying to Moses, said, man, Matt Doherty, the coach at the time, I think his name was Matt Doherty. He like, man, he ain't playing me. And Moses said, because you fat and you lazy. You know what I'm saying? And he like, what? He asked Moses, what you say? He said, you fat and you lazy, right? You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, you got to play like Zion and say like they got a Udonis Haslem on the bench. And he say that to Zion, you fat, you lazy. They'll get rid of Udonis.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
They wouldn't even say nothing about if it's true or not. But they would get rid of the guy that's making the star player feel bad or feel uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying? Or not welcomed or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's just different, man. They call them guys and then want to know why they haven't taken the next step, man. You know what I mean? But you've been babying, like Pop always say, they're so used to feeling being treated special. You know, when somebody say, when the organization tell you no, you think you're getting treated different or they being mean. Yeah. No, they're telling you no. Yeah.
Can you imagine, like you said, Pat Riley would tell Magic and Kareem, you know, no. Yeah. Patrick Ewing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Patrick Ewing just did a good interview on the Pivot. Did you see that?
No, I ain't see it. I gotta check it out. I ain't see it.
He spoke about John Thompson and how John Thompson. He said once time he said he was playing against Ralph Sampson from Virginia.
Yep.
And he said Ralph Sampson pulled up and shot a college 3-pointer, right? And he said, so he went down the other end. He said, I shot from the free throw line. And he said, John Thompson called the timeout, cussed me out, and told me get my MF ass in that paint. He said, but you know, that's how those coaches was, man. John Thompson, you know, what's it? Nolan. We always talk about Nolan Richardson, John Thompson, Dean Smith.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like they was the star. I don't care. You know, they had some bad boys on all those teams.
Exactly.
The star was, you know, the head coach.
Yep.
Was the head coach, and they taught you how to play basketball.
What's his name? Said, man, he did a 360. I think it was his freshman year. Vince did a 360 in a game, made the dunk and everything.
Yeah,
then pulled him out the game.
Yeah.
They ain't benched him. Yeah, like, no, you ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? He benched him. Yeah, they ain't doing that.
Yeah, but all those guys who play for those, they knew how to play basketball, and they had, more important than that, like we talk about Luol Deng, and they made good decisions in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, whether professionally or not, they panned out. They made good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, Elton Brand and Luol Deng. So you know,
good life decisions. Yeah.
And so it's not all about. It's about, you know, respect for the game, and you know, being able to listen to authority, whether you like it or not.
Right. That's right.
Patrick Ewing had some good coaches though. He played for Pat Riley and he played for John Thompson.
Hey, did you know his high school coach was remember Mike Jarvis, Mike?
I didn't know. I didn't realize that at first. Yeah, Mike Jarvis.
Mike Jarvis was his high school coach.
Yeah.
Before Mike Jarvis went to the college ranks down GW. Yeah, man. Yep.
Mike Jarvis. I used to like Mike Jarvis too. Mike Jarvis.
Mike Jarvis. I just like Mike Jarvis. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
But no, I gotta check that out with Patrick, man. I like Patrick, man.
Yeah, it's on the pivot. Yeah,
Yeah, I
Patrick,
like him. I think, you know, because of Keem, because of Diesel, I think Patrick, I always thought Patrick and David Robinson got lost in that shuffle. More so Patrick because he didn't win a championship. But I always thought they got lost in that shuffle, man. And both of them was on the dream team and all that. And but I always like mentioning them guys, man, because they were great. They were great.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And even though, and Pat even talked about, even though they didn't win rings, you know what I mean? I like you said, I like Pat. Yeah. He was one of my favorite players, you know.
Especially them Big East days, man.
Oh yeah.
Man, them Big East days, man. Are you serious? Are you serious, man? Them Big East days. Man, they showed a picture of David Robinson sitting next to Tim Duncan in one of them playoff games at San Antonio. And David Robinson still look like he can go out there and get you 10 boards, you know what I'm saying, in 3 blocks, man. Yeah. He look like that today. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but you know he a Navy man, so he always look good in shape. You know what I'm saying? Always shape stuff. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Let me, Tom said Bojangles fried chicken, fish, cheesecake, butter pound cakes, Jamaican rum carrot cake. Let me see, rum raisin ice cream, butter pecan ice cream. Yeah, man.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Man, shoot. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, I do hope that guy. Yeah, I mean it's hard to change though, Tom, for real, man.
Right.
That's
right. Yeah, that's right. Right.
So you got it beat, man. Shoot, that's more power
that's
to you.
A good thing. That's a good thing. You know what I mean?
That's
you say you walk past the bakery, you be peeking. You know, you be peeking, right? You might not stop, but you be peeking.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Go get a honey dip or something. Let that down Lexington Market, man. Walk by them. I gotta give me a honey dip. I'm walking through here. Give me a honey dip. Yeah.
Sugar, just like you, just like a drug, you drive across town just like a junkie would, just for the good stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
drive right across town.
You're right.
Yeah, man, I'm getting ready to get in here. Watch this. I think Cleveland and Toronto. I think they start at 1.
Yeah, they probably got a couple games on today. Actually,
I think they do. Yeah. The Lakers. I think the Lakers play today too.
Yeah, I'm gonna check them out. This is like the only day, man, I really can get them in, man. You know, other days I'll be working. It's the only day, like on, or maybe a Saturday too, but Sunday, like the only day I can get them in. Yeah. But man, I'm gonna try to get some information, man. Come next week, man. Try to get some information on this draft, man. Talk about some of these players that was drafted. Especially with the hometown Ravens and, you know, my team, even though I'm protesting them this year, the Steelers. I'm protesting this year since Mike T ain't coaching. I'm protesting, but yeah, man. But good show, Mike, man. And thanks for the time, man. Jim, man, good that you tuned in, man, and checked us out, man. Miss you, bro.
And Time, always
a pleasure.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure. Yeah, man.
Always appreciate time input. Time, you know.
Yeah, he be on it too. Time be on it. You know what I mean? Time be on it. Yeah. Man. But I'll talk to you later, though, Mike.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate your time. Appreciate you, Jim. Hammers. Let me see. Hammers was in here today. Jim. Yeah, appreciate you, fellas. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to leave a comment. And I will check you all out on the live show next Sunday. Peace.